Number 5. In 1982, Pontiac rolled out the all-new third-generation Firebird Trans Am, and it looked like it had just driven straight off the set of a sci-fi movie. Sleeker, lower, and meaner than ever before, the '82 Trans Am had pop-up headlights, futuristic styling, and enough black plastic to build a Darth Vader costume. It lived up to the hype. Under the hood, the most powerful option was a 5.0-liter V8 with crossfire injection. It managed a modest 165 horsepower and 240 torque, 0 to 60 miles per hour, a yawn-inducing 9.2 seconds. But here's the thing. The 1982 Trans Am felt fast thanks to its aerodynamic shape, ground-hugging stance, and a whisper of Knight Rider magic. It came with optional T-tops, nifty digital gauges, and... Number 4. In 1986, Pontiac decided to get serious about NASCAR, or at least look serious, and unleashed the Grand Prix 2+2 Aero Coupe onto the streets. This rare bird was built purely for homologation purposes, meaning Pontiac needed to sell just enough of them to make their new slippery NASCAR design legal for racing. So, the 2+2 got a bubble-shaped rear window, a super-sloped nose, and a stubby little trunk that looked like it had been squashed in a hurry. It looked fast. But appearances can be deceiving. Under the hood sat a trusty but uninspiring 5-liter V8, paired 165 horsepower and about 245 torque on tap. The Aero Coupe didn't so much blast off as it casually wandered toward, screamed 80s cool and a fun what the heck is that vibe to everyone who saw one. Number 3. By 1980, AMC was the scrappy underdog of the American car world, throwing punches in every direction just to stay in the fight. One of their last swings at performance glory was the Spirit AMX 304. Dressed up with bold stripes, a hood scoop, and enough AMX badges to make you think it was a reincarnated Javelin, the Spirit AMX looked ready to party. Under the hood, though, things were lively, was the 5-liter V8, putting out a grand total of 125 horsepower and 220 torque. Yes, you heard that right. 125 horses. This meant 0 to 60 times somewhere in 10.6 seconds, giving the driver plenty of time to reflect on life, love, and questionable purchasing decisions. You could pair the three. Number 2. By 1980, the Mustang had just transitioned to the Fox body platform, shedding the Mustang II's pudgy frame for something leaner, sharper, and a bit more athletic looking. Hopes were high, until you peeked under the hood of the 4.2-liter V8 version. This engine, a downsized version of the 4.2 wheezed out a humble 119 horsepower and 194 torque, making 0 to 60 a patient exercise, around 11 seconds if you were lucky, had a tailwind, and skipped lunch. It was exclusively mated to a 3-speed automatic transmission, so any dreams of rowdy shifting and tire smoke were promptly crushed. Still, the Mustang had some redeeming features. It handled better than its 70s ancestors. It looked genuinely sporty, and it had that classic Mustang attitude, just without the urgency. Number 1. By 1980, the once feared Plymouth Roadrunner had morphed into something, well, a little less fearsome. Gone were the days of roaring 440s and quarter-mile dominance. Instead, the 1980 Roadrunner was based on the humble Volare, a compact, boxy sedan trying desperately to look cool with stripes, spoilers, and a bird decal clinging to its past glory. Under the hood, buyers got a few choices, but the performance option was the 5.2-liter V8, making a sleepy 120 horsepower and 245 torque. For most folks, their Roadrunner limped from 0 to 60 in just 12.6 seconds, giving you plenty of time to sip your coffee, adjust the AM radio, and wave at pedestrians passing you by. The 1980 model was the last gasp for the Roadrunner name before Plymouth quietly pulled the plug, realizing you can't just slap